Hey there. Okay, so for this first video with content in it, I've got two concepts I want to cover. These are going to be good, quick, short videos you can watch in between classes or whatever, just 2 or 3 minute videos. And what we're going to cover is really we're going to start bridging the gap from what you might have learned in marketing principles and intro, and then today, which would have been a couple years. Kind of bringing it to the forefront as to what's going on with the consumer, what's going on with companies, and the whole works. And as you can remember, in the overall environment, we've had an economic contraction, we've had the onset of social media, we have the transparency of pricing, we have so much power into the hands of the consumers. And so as marketers, our strategies needed to evolve to reflect kind of the new paradigm. And so we're listing them as challenges. In reality, they're opportunities. You need to embrace distraction. We have kind of a distracted world, but that's fine. You just have to work a little bit harder to get their attention. And so, for number one, power shift. The thing about the power shift is with the handheld, probably what you're watching me on right now, with the handheld, information that was not previously available to the customers easily is now available at the click of a button. And so as you're walking through stores, as you're trying to figure out what you should buy, there's a ton of information available that wasn't available before. So you as a marketer, that has to be part of your strategy. You either need to be part of the advocate group, build a group of people who want to speak on your behalf, or you want to be part of the story, just create your own story. So the power of storytelling has become much more important today than it was in the past. Product selection. With the opportunity to order from all over the world and have it sent to you, product selection has gone to this. And so you now as a marketer need to figure out what is different about me. Remember that phrase, what makes me special? We're going to constantly come back to what makes me special. You can't just have another commodity. You have to have something that makes a difference in somebody's life that somebody can say, that is why I'm choosing that product. As you work your way down media fragmentation, most of us either we binge watch or we DVR and we fast forward through ads. And so this media fragmentation of having 4 main networks that you can place your ads in, spend a lot of money, that doesn't work anymore. In fact, probably the only thing live that anybody watches anymore would be sports. For the rest, everything is probably watched on delay or watched when it's convenient for the customer. Value redefined. This is an economy, and this is going to point over here to this utility. This is an economy, and this is a generational shift to where value is put, there's a higher value placed on experience than it is on buying things. So people will stand in line to win a trip somewhere, or they will post that they're having dinner at the top of Rockefeller Center. That's important to people today. And so that's value. It's not as much what you're buying anymore as what you're experiencing, and then what are you sharing. And so that's where we added the fifth utility of psychological. There is clearly a demand shift. These go hand in hand. You have people buying a lot closer to their paychecks because they don't want to store up anymore. You have people who want to be liquid. You want to be monetarily liquid. That's where Airbnb comes in. That's where Uber comes in. That's where Lyft. That's where marriages. You can see there is a desire to not be tied down to a capital asset anymore, but with this generation. And so the demand shift has shifted a lot more towards. You think about your car. This is why Uber is so popular. Your car sits for about 22 hours a day. That is an asset that is sitting there for 22 hours a day. So there's a demand shift. Ethical concerns, obviously the internet, the rise of people being able to be experts, even though we don't know why they're experts, but you have a platform now with the internet, so you have ethical concerns as to who's telling me the truth. And then unclear legalities. We're not quite sure who is in charge of the internet. Is it the government? Is it the world? Is it the United Nations? Who knows? Okay, so we have a ton of unclear legalities. Really quickly over here, and then we're going to end this video. The utilities. You'll remember utilities from principles. Time, form, place, possession. Time, you have the product available or you have the service available for me when I want it. Form, you want it in all different forms that adhere to your uses. If you're a racer, obviously you want to be able to drink your water and go. If you are in Michigan and you need drinking water or tap water, then you need it in a gallon or a 3 liter or something like that. So you need products and experiences in form and services. Place, is it available? Obviously the internet is changing that. Is it available where I want it? Possession, remember, is ease of exchange, ease of acquisition. And then we've added psychological, which has a lot more to do with the experience and how much of an experience are you working into your overall product. So that's really quickly 2 massive concepts for this first part of marketing strategy. And I will talk to you later.